Good morning, this is Trish with your weekly horoscope for February 17th through the 23rd. Okay, so this week Chiron re-enters Aries, and it's bringing back the search for a personal identity and leveling up by shifting and mastering perspective. The sun is going to sextile Uranus, and that creates energy for manifesting changes and enlightenment. And then the sun will move on through and enter Pisces, bringing energy to a more spiritual, compassionate, holistic plane. Venus conjuncts both Saturn and Pluto this week, transforming through love still. And then Mercury 1 conjuncts Neptune, turning or thinking spiritual or bringing further confusion. 2 sextiles Saturn and Pluto, creating spiritual transformation and a possible change of opinion. And 3 squares Jupiter, leaving us susceptible to errors and judgments via indiscretions that could cause scandals. Okay, then we have the full moon in Virgo, and that's going to be exact on the 19th. Creating new ways to give care, be responsible, and new ways of analyzing our needs, especially in terms of self-care and reshaping our efficiency and organization in an effort to streamline things. And you could create a new way of helping the collective out, helping humanity. There is a grand cardinal cross and a square, and that's going to force us to deal with power and abuses in various areas, including our own positions of authority. Okay, people will be getting called out, especially with the T-square exiting through Uranus, and there will be changes among certain leaders with power or those in authority. Busy week ahead. Enjoy the show. You decide. It's all about what energy you focus on. You can be the victim or you can be the victor. Sunday, the moon is in Leo. There is an authoritative, fun-loving, vibrant, creative energy that comes with this moon. You will be feeling open and... You'll be feeling open to intelligent new ideas. I'm a little off. It's been 4 days. Your instincts are dead on. That was Sunday. And your magnetism will bring admirers as you confidently express yourself. Self-esteem is high, and you can inspire others with your leadership abilities. You're loving the attention and maybe even flirting back. Problems? Bring them on. You're taking control. But beware conceit, bullying, and bossiness. There could be issues with possessiveness and vanity. Also, watch the spending. There's a possibility of nervous tension, and the sun sextile Uranus adds to this already fiery energy. You may have to think quickly on your feet and step up and lead the way by taking action. Deal with your baggage. Don't be lazy. Chiron moves into Aries, aiding in making a clean break from the past. It's time to heal all wounds and master the self. Now that you've let go and let Goddess, it's time to discern who we are now after the purging of the toxic garbage that has held you back for so long. We may finally be able to put a name on the emotions that we're feeling, and as you know, in order to deal, you must feel to heal. Now we have hope. Numbers for that day are 17 and 22, and we have an 11-11 portal with the T-square. Uranus in Aries, that exits through in Uranus in Aries, so 11-11, 17 and 22. So there is peace, and there's leadership, legacy, lasting impression. Okay, so that's what we're doing as we're working on creating peace. We are manifesting peace. Monday, Pisces season begins. The sun moves into Pisces along with Chiron and Neptune. Okay, lots and lots of healing. Attention will be given to your spirituality, consciousness, and how you connect. You may want to remain very private and might enjoy staying, being, or working at home now. This will be a very compassionate time, a time for healing and closure, as we've been thinking about all these things since Mercury entered Pisces. You may want to meditate more or seclude yourself for the next month or so in order to recharge. You will be giving energy and focus towards self-undoing behavior. There could be some accidents at this time, or some secret enemies might come out. There could be escapism in the form of addictions, namely drugs and alcohol. Some could be having delusionary fantasies, illusionary confusion, and those dealing with law and contracts will be locked in or locked up. Pisces is also the sign of prison, confinement, and everyday saints. Sexually speaking, bondage could be on the docket with an added dose of love and compassion. People will give generously and without thought of reciprocation. This means giving out of love, real love. Past lives will come up to be addressed. This is a time for closure and finding out who the masterful puppeteer is behind the scenes. There could be disappointments, escapism, secret enemies. Oh, didn't I say that? All right, I'm repeating myself. You might be hearing on the news or other social media stories or little bits or news about hospitals, prisons, asylums, kidnappings. That comes along with this transit. And with Mercury also in Pisces, there could be escapism in the form of drugs or alcohol. And this could mean comas or overdoses also. So we got Sun, we got Mercury, we've got Chiron, and we've got Neptune. That's 4. That's 4 planets in Pisces. So this might be crisis time for a lot of people. Ouch. Karma and karmic debt is a main theme. So make sure that you've paid your karmic debt, okay? So Pisces is also the sign of defense. So you might be having to defend yourself or someone else. Karma and karmic debt will be given an opportunity to clear up. So suck it up, buttercup, and power through this season with your head held high. Do not revert to self-sabotage and self-defeating behaviors. You might also want to make sure you appropriately balance home and work life, as you could be sacrificing love for personal ambition at this time. You may feel slightly impulsive, but think before you speak or act. You may also feel motivated and inspired to create something, and you may be interested in spiritual or mystical subjects at this time. Numbers for that day, okay, we have 18 and 23, so it's about healing, having healthy self-esteem, it's confidence, it's unconditional love, it's gifts and surprises, it's changes. And then we have 15, 15, 16, 16, okay, so we have taking care, showing your love through service. We have awakenings, revelations, and destruction. So a lot of things going on that day that's going to promote healing and healthy self-esteem. Leo, it's Leo. Tuesday, we have a full moon in Virgo at 0 degrees. And that's going to be forcing us to consider our responsibility to ourselves. Okay, we're number 1. Now that we're finally learning to love ourselves first, despite what society, our families, and our experiences have taught us, we're moving towards a new level of caregiving. How can you care for others if you don't take care of yourself? Thus, the energy conundrum. If you're constantly giving energy to others in the form of attention, love, money, or ideas, at what point do you start giving to yourself? Your cup eventually empties, so it must be filled. Who will fill it? You, and only you. You must count on replenishing your own supply, and the overflow is what you have to give to others. Virgo is also about analysis paralysis, okay? Victim mentality, perfection and professionalism, so you could be recalibrating your work schedule towards more efficiency, as your goals are about long-term security and stability. Your intuition is strong, and you can attract luck through changes at this time. You will also use every ounce of discipline to get organized, and will find your ability to concentrate is outstanding. Sorry about that in the background, guys. I'm a little backlogged, so I'm just going to keep making this video regardless of the beep, beep, beep outside. Okay. Put it to good use and get serious about taking care of yourself, body, mind, and soul. Okay, another thing I wanted to mention about Virgo, and I didn't put it in this one. Virgo is usually around like September, yeah. So September, are you guys aware that September is Suicide Awareness Month? Because Virgos have this tendency, the shadow side, to, don't get offended, guys, this is the shadow side. Every sign has a shadow side, but Virgos are known for victim mentality and suicide. Okay, so along with all these other things that are going on, please check on your friends that are depressed, because they may be feeling like things are at the end of the world or something. They may have had a tower moment and it's making them feel like it's the end of the world. Okay, so keep an eye on your friends who are a little sensitive on that note. So numbers for that day are 19, 24, 0, 16, 16. Okay, so we have stunning revelations. We have 2 tower moments, so that's awakening, enlightenment, destruction. It's also beginnings and endings, completion of a cycle, holding space for the new, and moving forward with a new beginning. And then we have 24, which is the number of the caregiver. It is already Virgo's 6th house. Okay, and then for the full moon, it's at 0 degrees. So this is a new way of taking care of ourselves. We're ending how we used to treat ourselves, beginning something new, and we're manifesting harmony and union in the present. Wednesday, you could be irritated by spam, phishers, fraudsters, fake news, alternative facts, and all manners of schemers looking to fool you out of or into something. Any problems that demand your attention will be handled, and you will be handling things in a better, more self-loving way than ever before. There could be problems in love relationships, giving you yet another chance to respect yourself. Possibly a new karmic lesson that is subliminally pressuring you to step up and face your destiny. There's no going back. So build yourself up. Find your new comfort zone and don't revert to the old one. It didn't serve you then, and it won't serve you now. Numbers for today are 20 and 16. Okay, so there's awakenings, enlightenment, and being at peace with new. Thursday, the moon is in Libra, the sign of harmony, balance, and partnerships. Everything is beautiful, and you are in love with love. Anything unpleasant or vulgar will repulse you at the moment. Don't watch me on that day. You are open and independent, and you can get along with anyone because you accept all differences of perspective. It's important to work together with others now, as much of what you want to accomplish may depend on other people, so don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. At this time, you'll be connecting more on a mental plane because Libra loves with the head, not the heart, and needs more mental stimulation than sexual stimulation. Deep down in the psyche, there are issues of pain and baggage that need to be dealt with. If you can only bring yourself to be vulnerable to admit them, as you have been ignoring these particular wounds. Time to deal, to feel, and to heal. Numbers for that day are 21 and 17. As a matter of fact, we have 21 and we have 12. So it's about expressing your beliefs with authenticity. 17 is 8. That's leadership, legacy, authority, and accomplishment. Friday was created in honor of Venus, and with the moon in Libra and numbers of 2222 today, it is a day for soulmates, twin flames, and lovers and partners of all kinds. Whatever is happening in the skies will affect these relationships. There is a grand cardinal cross and square requiring action in the area of power abuses and leadership. It is a call for, in fact, a scream for balance and justice to those who govern and rule. And it also asks for us to be more humane in our own positions of power and authority. Strength, balance, and negotiation will direct us to work together instead of against each other, okay? In love, in business, basically all across the board, we might be seeing some changes and transformations, okay? Another case of transcendence through love and healing. While some are still skeptical, others may still hold their errors. Others may still hold to their errors in judgment, and there could be some kind of scandal, some sort of indiscretion revealed, forcing someone to change or to reveal their secret love. Jealousy is prominent at this time, and you could be rightfully so, as unpleasant changes may take place. People would be expressing their unhappiness, their dissatisfaction, and making others aware of their personal shortcomings and failures. They're probably already aware, let me just say. There could be some projection because somebody's coming from a place of fear. It could be directed at you. You could be forced to surrender, as events will come into play concerning a type of trauma or loss involving women and or children, and it could cause extreme mood swings. Okay, now that day, we've got a lot of numbers. First of all, we've got 22, 22, 22, 22, okay? Extremely important in twin flames. This is a huge healing that's taking place. Numbers for the day are 22 and 18, so we are creating peace with the two lovers through healing. Okay, most likely one is showing the other the example of how to heal. Excuse me. And then we have 21, 21, and 12. So it's expressing our beliefs, moving closer to fuller authenticity within the twin flames relationship through healing. And then we also have 24, 24, 24. So literally we have 3 8s. So this is about legacy and a lasting impression. This is something that is being cemented in the partnership. In a lot of the twin flames relationships, there's been that issue of power abuse. Okay, somebody coming from a place of fear, feeling powerless, and taking the power from you, being the sucky bitch. Okay, we are now going through that process of healing. Okay, it's not instantaneous. It will take a while, but this day with the numbers and the transits that are going on is extremely important to the healing in twin flame lovers relationships, or soulmates, whatever you want to call it. Saturday, the moon moves into Scorpio, and your magnetic influence will be front and center. You have a strong inner core, and you're very self-reliant. Your clarity, judgment, and vision are downright psychic. You are determined, intense, passionate, and resourceful, and you exercise the greatest of self-control as you are a master. You are driven by your passions and work to benefit humanity through your wisdom and enormous capacity to love. Although it's hard to trust and be vulnerable to others, there could be a secret sorrow, a concern that you need to emotionally unload, possibly about the health of a family member or about some kind of trauma, drama, or loss surrounding a female member and or child in the family, or somebody with female or child energy. Excuse me. There could be jealousy, resentment, and vindictiveness, or the numbing of emotions to escape them, okay? And with the new moon in Virgo, there could also be overdoses also with the amount of planets that are in Pisces. The likelihood that's going to happen goes up, okay? Oh, excuse me. There's the fear of rejection, the fear of being controlled. There could be some kind of obsessive thought or action or motion or domineering grudge matches, okay? And then there's that possibility of somebody jumping ship and changing sides. Uranus. There could be a surprising change of opinion, or somebody could be touchy, argumentative, restless, or like having a lot of nervous tension. In fact, they could be downright perverse with their anger, okay, and cruel, blowing things out of proportion, but that depends on the natal chart. Otherwise, your home life should be pretty harmonious, and people could be receiving news of a promotion at this time. That day, we have 2222, so this is also pertinent to the twin flames / soulmate relationships also. Okay, numbers for that day are 23 and 19, so it's about expressing confidence. It's about changes, gifts, surprises, beginnings and endings, completion of a cycle, holding space for the new, moving forward and beginning, and working together, okay? Working in harmony. This fly's irritating me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so physical issues to watch out for this week. You might have issues with your feet, your ears, your glands, body fluids, bones, back, spine, knees, teeth, your face, your sinuses, your brain, your eyes, your ears, all things that hang on your head. There could be issues with the intestines, your lymph glands, and your assimilative system. All right, guys, this has been your horoscope for the week. I will see you guys in a couple days. Love you. Take care.